source.
I have pushed the button.
We're gonna take that, and Nick's gonna be now the waterfall. Okay, we're good. The Nick waterfall.
I'm the only person sharing screen, apparently. Or sharing any sort of video.
Yes.
Yes, this is why you're in my stream. And there's a little Nick in the waterfall.
What?
Yeah, I just took Nick and I put him in the water. Okay, I'm gonna put him in the fire now. Now Nick's in the fire.
You should just hide my face cam somewhere.
I'll just put it in the bottom right corner. It looks natural there.
I think right in the middle of the fountain would be best.
I did
I
for
like that idea. Because you know, normally the fountain water would be moving, right?
Yeah.
So we can have that kind of effect with.
We do need a Rampage to share screen though.
Skype's kind of funky in that it doesn't the face cam.
It won't work.
It won't work. We'd have to shut down and restart. Because I think Discord has control of the camera right now. And we can't get it back without shutting down Skype.
That is very weird.
And it won't let you put, even if you have two cameras, two webcams.
It still does not like you.
It won't do it.
Okay, I have a little Nick in the forest. It's perfect. Oh, he turned his camera off.
Really? Did it shut off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There he goes. Now we have a Nick again.
I closed the window for Skype. Like I left Skype. Apparently that shut the camera off.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna shut the camera off then, because I'm not gonna stare at Skype forever.
Okay.
So
then the Nick goes away. So guys, last time on Dragon Ball Z, y'all were making your escape out of the kitchen.
From escape? We were making our escape from the escape? Right?
Yeah, that's what I remember anyway. So let me roll up my little clock thing. Apparently Nick rolled a 5e plus 33.
I think Nick is still in test character.
Let me get rid of that.
Okay, I want to know. I'm not in roll 20 right now. That was last session.
I know.
So
I was just making a joke.
I did so good.
Oh, that's the best roll
in the world. Nothing can beat that.
Except that. And that.
Nothing beats my original score. Nothing will beat it. Yep, Beason's behind me. Billy's behind me. Everyone's behind me. So far.
That's better.
But Beason, why did you use a fate point?
No, I clicked on my character so it show up in the.
But Beason, you got a 9. Now you have a.
Oh, check that out. That's kind of cool.
Hey.
Yes, there is no such thing as loading Chris's map.
Wow, Nick got a 17.
Oh.
I have no idea what you're rolling for, by the way.
Initiative.
Okay.
So, Nick and Mr. B need to make a roll-off.
So,
I mean,
hey, Nick, we're gonna share the screen here. Oh wait,
hey, Chris, Chris, can I ask a question? What are we rolling initiative for?
Oh, just for turn order.
Okay.
This is just for my sanity, so like I don't forget like who goes next in this.
No.
So that way, one person isn't just role playing for everyone, and everyone gets a chance to do something.
You share your screen?
It's part of the mistake I made with Dark Heresy a lot.
Yes, you did. Or no, you didn't.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure Tricky would go anyway. You really kind of had to like poke at Tricky to get him to do anything.
So Nick, you need the screen shared?
Yeah. It's roll 20 won't like load Chris's map.
Dun dun dun!
There you go. You should be seeing it.
I can see the map.
Hey Serzu,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix you, but next time remember you have to click on your character before you do that.
I did. Oh, I actually clicked my. Oh.
Yeah,
It's
so
okay.
if you click on your character and then hit initiative, it puts you in the turn order properly.
But it's okay, I will fix it. Actually, can you move your character away from the tree?
There.
Oh gosh, my mouse went all crazy. Okay, you can move him back now.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay,
you
one
rolled
question.
a-
Why is Rampage ahead of Billy?
I don't know. Did you for whatever reason, the game, I guess, thought we were rolling low. Maybe that's how initiative works. You roll low. Or maybe that's just how Roll20 thought it worked. Okay. So, Mr. B, I need you to roll off with me. Let's just roll a 1d10, and whoever has the highest will go first.
Hey, Chris. Chris, doesn't roll 20 put you in the turn order based on who rolled first, not?
No,
the
it
actual numbers?
didn't. I had to bring you to first. It said Rampage was 6, but beat your 17.
Yeah,
Also,
no.
I
I think, Chris, that it puts you in the turn order based on who rolled first, not who rolled the highest.
I don't know. It weirdly positioned everyone, and it's
Also,
fine.
shouldn't I be with Mr. B's dog?
You will. Don't worry. One moment. Okay, Mr. B rolled a 5, and Nick rolled a 7. So Nick gets to go first. Then it's gonna be Mr. B. And
What?
Obviously Mr. B's dog.
No?
And then
Nick,
what?
Never mind.
what?
What's wrong? I rolled
It's
a
being
7.
goofy.
Oh, did you not roll a 5?
Well, on the screen it's a 7. So,
Oh, well, okay.
but it did a 5 in the thing, so it's all good.
Yeah, you might want to check the chat because
I think
that
that was
dice may be from DK's
Nick's
roll.
roll.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's all good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Nick, Doctor's doggy, Serzu, because the dog always goes first. Billy, and then Rampage. Does that sound good, guys?
Okay, I believe I was speaking to a goblin.
Well, you just finished speaking, because he was like, you're not on the list. And then
Okay.
I was just like, how are you alive?
I'm just going to walk past the goblin into the village.
Okay. How far do you want to move?
Just as far as it'll let me. I'm just gonna walk towards one of the burning houses.
Alright, I'm gonna move you 5 spaces up. Okay. Alright, next is Wild Mr. B.
Is anyone attacking the villagers, or do we see any sign of
No.
any attacking going on?
They don't appear. In fact, these things look like you see them like lining up. No one asked, but if you, I'm just gonna give you a passive perception check of you see them lining up goblins and a few orcs in piles. it looks like they came in and took care of them.
Gotcha. So somehow these are friendly orcs again?
These are not orcs.
You're not on the list.
Apparently
These
there's
are
a
not.
list.
Also, the GG egg says, indeed. Hi.
I
I have no idea what the live stream says. If it doesn't say we're playing Lord of the Rings, it's lying. That said. So, what do you want to do, Doctor?
At this point,
whip out your phone and play some Minecraft PE.
That sounds like a terrible idea. It'll confuse chat.
yeah, I'm gonna hold my action for now.
Alright. What do you want your doggy to do? Do you want your doggy to hold his action too?
I want him... I'm concerned about Dan. I'm gonna tell my dog to follow Dan.
Okay.
Your dog has no clue where Dan is.
I know, but he can smell. He's just got a super sniffer.
Okay, how about this? You can have doggy roll perception. And this will check if E caught the scent of Dan.
Perception.
Perception.
So he gets... forget. He gets like... Whoa, hang on. Never mind. Let me well...
The first one was 14, so you got a 14.
Yeah, just...
Okay.
Does a 14 count?
So he gets my bonuses as well. Like level bonuses.
Do you see the blue line I drew?
I see it.
I see a smiley face in your line.
That is the scent trail of Dan. And if you go to the end and perform another perception check and you're successful, the trail will continue.
Okay, so that's what he's gonna start doing.
Alright.
Am I the only person that sees the smiley face?
That can
I
be
see
his
it.
turn for now.
Okay, Serzu, it's your turn.
Serzu's just gonna follow Nick, really. Just
As you start to follow Nick, the creature before you turns and he goes, Who are you?
Oh my gosh.
name Serzu.
And you see it pull out a parchment.
Serzu. Serzu? You're on my list. Go ahead.
By the way, Serzu, did you want to take a peek at his list?
Yes.
Alright. Roll any check that you would want to do to try to do this. I give you the choice in case you wanted to try something radical, and I don't want to
Like
force
Nick,
you to
who
a
does
specific path.
performance to try to unlock a door.
Just sleight a hand and sneakily takes the parchment without him noticing.
Perform a
would be-
check,
You
Serzu.
could do a sleight of hand to take a sneaky peek at the parchment, but I think if he notices his parchment gone for too long, he might get a little upset.
And then
I guess I could roll stealth, would probably be the better idea to sneakily see.
Okay, go for it. You pass. His parchment is absolutely blank.
Oh. I was thinking between orcish or that, I was very hoping more for Orcish, honestly. Oh, that's great. Fun.
So important.
The list is a lie.
Wahahaha.
Is there anything else you want to do, Serzu, before you end your turn?
Pretty much just tell Nick, so, you weren't on the list because there is no list.
I know.
Oh.
Okay, with that, it's Billy's turn.
I'll just follow them, I guess.
It stops you and goes,
What's your name?
Billy the elf.
it pulls out its parchment, it carefully examines it, and for what seems like a very long time,
Oh no.
it then puts the list back into its satchel and says,
You're not on the list. Go ahead.
Yay!
I was honestly expecting myself to actually be on the list. Like, oh, you're on the list. Like, oh, okay.
and now
No.
it's-
Serzu. Then you find out you're on the list, and the orc gives you a cookie. The goblin gives you a cookie, and then you walk on
I follow Billy.
It's enough in the list. You become king of the orcs.
It's
Okay, well, they're not orcs, they're goblins.
Shh. Same thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. It turns around and stares at you, Rampage. Also, Unknown says hi. Hi, Unknown.
What's
I
your
don't like you to be
name?
known.
Rampage.
He unfolds his parchment, looks over it carefully, cautiously, thumbing over it more than once, turning it around. You very much see that this list is very much empty. But he is examining. He starts to examine corners of it. He then puts his parchment back into his satchel.
You're not on the list.
Wait,
Go
wait,
ahead.
wait. Who is on the list?
We all have our own list. Mine's a bit more simple.
Okay, thank you.
That's when the ink can only be seen by goblins.
Okay.
Or secretly, the only people who have lists are us.
Just check your pockets.
I mean,
List.
hey, I carry around a manuscript of power.
True.
So,
Alright, Nick, it's your turn again.
okay. Could Mr. B scroll down a bit so I can see where my character is? Thank you. I would like to walk towards a burning house.
Okay.
And I would like to look around for the people of the village.
Okay, DK, out of character question. Are any of us on any of these lists?
I guess you'll just have to find out.
Oh, come on!
You
I'll
don't
take
get
that as a yes, so just, yeah.
Alright, so you start to move towards the burning building, but you don't see anyone so far, but you're quite far out still. Doctor, it's your turn.
Come to us!
So, again, nobody's attacking anyone, so I'm gonna start following the dog.
Can you even move that far?
No, but we'll I suppose we can humor him.
Okay.
It was like
I assume you ran, which would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can move that far. It's not that far.
I think they're trying to make fun of your workout routine.
I believe so. can't turn though. So there you go.
Okay. It's your dog's turn. Do you want your dog to do the perception check again?
He is going to do that again.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Why does your dog have so low intelligence?
It's set in the game.
Oh.
See, the perception checks all get
Wisdom.
well, but they get additional bumps based on my level.
Okay.
So, like, you know, when you go up in level, you start off with like a +2, and then you go +4 for your skill points.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to get those as well. So he ends up being, while he has low intelligence because he cannot speak and have a language, all of his doggy type stuff is smarter.
I will be RB once again.
Okay. Serzu,
So
your
I
turn.
can't turn these guys around.
Oh wait, actually.
Yeah, Serzu's just kind of following Nick, really.
Ah, there it is.
You're just following the random unknown human around.
I mean, you're all unknown. Might as well try someone.
You know, the one actually moving to try to help people.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Billy's turn. So now it's Billy time.
Oh wait.
Apparently, someone else is trying to detect.
I want to note this Great Orc took a very unique route.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kept getting stopped.
Okay, DK, I have one question.
Mhm.
Where he has those like, where he has the stop lines, was he just like slapping someone with Nick?
Dan.
Oh no, the skip
Whatever.
lines is either where Dan didn't actually touch the ground, maybe lifted him up and then dropped him back down and dragged him. So I'm having the dog use multiple methods of detecting. And you see, whenever he lifted Dan up or hoisted him up for a moment, those are going to be like endpoints of the tract. But the dog can like guess out the next. No, Billy and Rampage have to make a decision. Oh, okay. I'm assuming you're going to follow Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nick, it's your turn.
Yeah,
again.
pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna keep approaching the house and looking for, living beings.
Well, why living beings?
Okay. Doctor, your turn again.
I like how DK decided to tell me nothing as I approached the house.
No, you didn't make it to the house yet.
I'm very close to the house.
I know, but you still haven't actually gone to the house yet.
Following the dog.
Okay, Mr. B Dog, your turn.
Okay.
Oh wow.
You see all.
There are red lines now, apparently.
Suddenly red.
And blue. Why are there...
The red line
Why are
indicates where the orc looked like they apparently repeated a path and then came back. And your dog, because he rolled so high, determined that that was a repeat course and was able to see where he was going next.
It's a very good sniffer.
He is.
I'm not sure the dog can run that fast.
I don't know, how big is the
Suddenly, one of the strange beings walk up to your dog and start asking your dog what its name is.
To which he answers with a bark.
And it pulls out a parchment, starts staring at it, and asks, "Are you Bark Molothu?"
To which he answers with a bark.
And he goes over to another and says,
This creature keeps barking. I can't tell what it's saying.
and the other one looks at him, goes,
Don't be dumb. That's not a That's not a thinking creature. Leave it alone.
I was about to be like, okay, this is when Serzu turns.
I'm very...
the orc for the dog.
That dog ran a very far distance, I would like to say.
"Okay,
Well, how-
Serzu,
That dog is a marathon runner, man.
he is. He's also magical.
It's gonna take Mr. B like 4 turns just to get to the dog.
I get to do the shortcuts though. I
Yeah,
see
but
where
even
he
if-
ends.
Yeah, but even if you walk straight there, it'll take you like 4 turns to get there.
Well,
Unless
how,
he's running.
each one of those hexagons is how far?
Well, you can only move 5 spaces
But he can
at
run
normal
10.
speed. Yeah, but you get like fatigue if you keep running for too long.
I'd say it'd take him 2 turns.
Serzu's gonna like
I
run
am
right
back.
to the house, and
Welcome
look through the
back.
windows.
Roll me a check that you'd like to perform.
Just gonna go with perception.
Cool. You know, if you had picked like history or something, it would probably provide you with some useless information. So, Serzu, you start
It
to
was almost a
stare
19.
at what you thought was a house, but it is clearly not a house. It's a shack, and it's incapable of supporting human life. You see no reason to continue investigating it.
Okay. That's a turn.
You're pretty sure it's just a shack. In fact,
I think that you're
it's
wrong.
a small, tiny shack, and you're very sure no one's in there.
This is a very large, tiny shack.
Well, as I said, you rolled a perception of 1, which I didn't know was possible.
Hey, Serzu, secretly, you're actually just looking at their garden shed.
I somehow missed the giant house in front of me.
Yes.
Yeah, you missed the house. You're looking through like the window of the garden shed.
Yeah. And,
Or something
you're
like
very sure that shed does not have any people in it, and you don't think there's any reason to continue searching.
Good job.
In fact,
Good
on your
job.
next perception check, you have disadvantage.
What you doing? Ugh. Ah.
Alright. I'm only saying this because obviously you're not paying complete attention. Your character is apparently not paying attention. Like,
At all.
I don't know with that, like, 1 perception. I don't know.
He's off in his own little world.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with your character's distracted. That's the only way I can, like, see rolling a 1.
He was distracted with the orcs or the goblins talking to the dog.
Also the fire. The magnificent fire.
Here, I'll just use Serzu as a battering
Billy
ram.
goes over here.
Please,
That'll undistract him real quick.
Please don't pick up Serzu and throw him through a wall.
Billy goes over here, and then can he do a perception? Intelligence or perception?
You're further back, so any perception check you do will be halved.
That's annoying.
Yeah, well, you're quite farther back than everybody else.
I'm like one square.
You're pretty much a turn away from like the house, so
There we go. Yeah.
you're like, if you will, like 15 feet away. So your assessment may not be the most accurate. So go ahead and roll. Roll whatever you want, Rampage.
That's a 5.
I'm gonna say 6, because 12 divided by 2 is 6. Are you okay?
Is that new math?
Yeah.
By the way, Maximum Desire said, "Sup, hello, do you see me?" We do. And Uma Lup says, "Hi." Hi, Uma Lup.
Hi.
So, yeah. So, Rampage, you get a 6. You can tell there is, in fact, a house there. In fact,
Yes.
you can tell that part of it is on fire. You can also... By the way, I want to mention, like, something kind of funny. You know, Serzu, that roll was actually, like, way lower than your passive perception. I just want to mention that.
Yeah.
So, Rampage, you're very sure that the house has windows, and you also notice that Serzu is looking at the garden shed, and you hear him mumbling something about "there's no one to save." The house is empty.
Can I go over to him and slap him and be like,
There
"There's a house there."
there is no house. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want to do this?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a 1d3.
You roll a 3.
Well, a 1d4 will work.
That's fine.
That's
No.
not a 1d4. A 3!
Great! Serzu, the elf walks up to you and slaps you.
I like
so
how you said-
hard, it knocks you over. And then it feels like he grabs you and points at the house. You may now make a perception check with advantage.
Hey, can I say something? You said the elf, but there are 3 elves in this group.
That's not about his perception
Including
check.
me.
It would be
point.
an
No.
elf.
Do you remember his perception check? There's only one elf now.
I'm the only one who's actually there. You're all figments of my imagination.
So
But
that's performance. That's not a
Oh
perception
my gosh.
check. So you start dancing
I
to
mean,
the house.
it's
Dun, dun,
the same.
dun,
It's the same modifier.
There we go. Yep, 18. 18.
Okay, that's a lot better. You now see the house. The negative effect on your perception has been revoked.
Oh. Well, ow. But thanks.
Also, you take 3 wounds.
Oh.
Man, Billy was upset.
He did not.
Oh,
like that I
Rampage
did
was
not
upset
see a
about it.
house there.
By the way, it feels like you just... also, your character's now regenerated as if you had taken a very nice big cup of coffee.
Alright, Rampage has done his turn.
Okay.
I am very much awake.
Rampage, that's the second time you've moved this turn. Rampage apparently moved twice on his turn. I'm going to approach the house.
I'm moving him to.
Bye, Nick.
I'm just taking Rampage on a journey.
DK,
What? I wasn't there either. I was originally here. No. Here.
DK, can you check what my passive perception is?
Okay, sure. Let me just pull up your character sheet. That apparently I closed because I'm a cookie.
What kind of cookie?
Apparently a macadamia nut. Cause I'm crazy.
Silly cookie.
Those are good.
Also, you could put my face cam back up if you felt like it.
It's too late.
Dun dun.
Your passive perception is 13.
Okay, well, I would like to approach the house and use my passive perception to look through a window.
You can tell that there is some nice carpet, and that there definitely is a house, and it is on fire. Some of the fire has spread into the inside of the house, but it looks like the fire started from the roof.
Interesting.
You don't see anyone in the window, but that doesn't mean there's no one there. If you would like, you could make an active check for sounds.
I will go ahead and make an active check.
Okay.
And by that I mean Chris will make an active check.
Perception 21.
You hear some slight whimpering sound.
Okay.
You can get a pretty good idea of where it is in the house. You're not quite sure who's making the sound, but you can definitely tell there is a whimpering sound. Someone may need some help.
Okay. We must enter the house then.
They've fallen and they can't get up.
Oh, that's terrible. It's terrible.
Or they've had a beam collapse on their leg.
So my grandpa had one of those, and he kept activating it like randomly. And they kept calling and going, "Hey, are you okay?" "Oh, I'm just putting my pants on." I'm like, boy, they must love love you, Grandpa. Anyway. Okay, with that said, it is the doctor's turn.
Just following the dog.
Okay, the dice.
How far do I get to go? That far?
I'm.
About as far
Oh
as
no! I moved a tree.
The ants are coming.
Okay.
The trees are moving again. The dwarf warned us.
Okay, you can move to the end of the red line. How's that?
Well, I'm going this way.
You know what? Serzu doesn't get that reference.
What?
He wasn't here for that.
Yeah, so there was this
the
one
dwarves
person.
actually attacked the party.
So,
There was this one person thing,
Dwarf.
and dwarf. I knew what
Rampage.
it was.
I can explain the story,
Okay, you go.
since I remember it really well. So during our first mission, we went to cut trees for the town. And we brought along the blacksmith and some of his friends. One of his friends was a dwarf. And apparently the dwarf's grandfather or something was killed by a tree. And so the dwarf, fears trees and believes that they're all going to... they're plotting to kill everyone.
Oh no.
And can I mention that I took Pip into a tree, and he cut down the tree while we were in it, and I had to do a front flip, which I got a 20 on. And
As I recall, he believed the tree was kidnapping you.
yes, yes. I mean, you can never trust the trees.
Okay.
And there was another mission in which the trees actually did damage to people.
Okay, it's Mr. B's dog's turn. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. You feel a slight tapping on your shoulder, Mr. B.
This guy?
Yeah.
Approach him with kindness.
Hello?
Your name?
Hello? The doctor.
He takes out his parchment. He looks at it. He puts it back in his container.
Why did me and Billy
And
get such a long
He pulls out
stare?
another parchment. He unfolds it. He stares at it. And
29 Doctor, you are on this list.
Doctor, you can tell that both parchments are very much blank. And you feel like this is just some sort of intimidation tactic. It puts it back in its container and says,
Your name's not on the list. Go.
okay. And
Can
now
I
it's
mention
about
how I was the only person that asked if there was anyone on the list?
No. Each one of them has a different list.
Yeah, but on his list.
Yeah. He got the special
And
list.
I'm the only person that knows that, right? Like 100% sure of it? Because he told me, right?
Yes. He told you.
Yay.
That
I
doesn't
know
mean we don't
everything.
suspect other people have different
Yeah.
lists.
I kind of assumed
But-
that.
But
Okay, so,
I'm important.
I mean, he seemed like a bit of a special goblin, given that he showed us the fact that the parchment was blank.
he's just being thorough.
Okay, so dog?
Yep.
Ready?
I even put it in chat for you.
Mr. B Dog roll.
Whoa.
Whoa!
The dog sees all.
Nobody else gets good rolls. He's getting good rolls.
Yeah!
Can I have that for my...
Hey, I rolled a 21, okay?
Not as good as 23.
Not a natural 20, though.
Let's see.
This is a very random path.
Okay. Not sure where the end of that one is.
It's still being made.
Used his X-ray vision to.
Find the world?
Oh, you made a really good roll.
He is quite perceptive.
But how
They
perceptive
walked
is
all
what?
over the place.
I think this tells its own story.
Not really.
What story?
Where's the end? He ended up
On the
like
left.
right here again.
Left or right?
being
The far left.
Oh no. He's all the way over there now? Is this
Oh.
one?
Yeah, all the yeah. There you go.
Okay. Zoom out
my.
a bit more. This is ridiculous. That silly orc.
Well, like you could see,
The
like,
whole point
you
is
see
not
where the red
meant to
arrows
find
are
it.
to the south. He was going around in a circle, and then he made multiple circles, and yeah, he spent some time there.
Considering we've had like what 7 turns, I wouldn't be concerned about how fast between last week and this week. It's not really how fast we're all moving. Ned Orc was flying if he took all of those steps.
Let's just say he was running a lot. He almost ran into the fire, and then, like, we'll just say that these things took out a bunch of his guys, and he may have been running away from them.
What things?
While dragging Dan along the ground.
Yep.
I kind of feel bad for Dan, but at the same time I don't, because he left us.
He didn't leave us. He was beaten up and shot
No,
and stolen.
Dan, in real life.
No. That's not what happened at all. He's got some things going on in real life.
I feel like Dan should be rolling death saves by now. Because, damn.
I feel like we need to roll to see if he loses both his legs or something, because it's gotta be like a lot of rock and gravel. Like that's gotta be a lot of rock and gravel that went over him. He was being dragged along the ground for all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Who says it was his legs that were being dragged?
Oh no.
What you're saying is he should be rolling death saves.
Yeah.
No,
at
it's
the
just
least
like
he is very knocked out.
You know, it's just his intelligence score might be lowering again.
Oh no. If we meet him, he has like a -10 intelligence.
I'm sorry. The reason I make that joke is his character. He rolled his character to have really low intelligence.
Oh. Just -20 intelligence by now.
That's not how that works.
Shh. It is now.
But by the way, Serzu, it's your turn.
Where's the entrance to this house?
You just
In
have
the
to tell me you
front?
want to enter it. It's fine. It's actually in front of you.
Yeah,
You see
he's gonna go inside.
Like, oh gosh, the house moved.
No.
Now it's revealed that the houses.
The houses are attacking.
Now the houses are trying to kill us all!
Okay, you enter the house. Go ahead and roll some checks. Whatever checks you wish to roll will base on what information you learn or gain.
You should try rolling deception.
I'm gonna go with investigation. Which is... Oh wait, no, I still have advantage, so I got a
No, that's fine. That's good.
12.
Your first one was the 21, so...
Oh, was it the first? Oh.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
You investigate the house. Now tell me, what are you hoping to gain from the investigation?
Mostly if they're, like, where the people are in the house, if there are still any, or, like, animals,
But
or...
by the way, you found the kitchen. It's stocked full of food.
Oh, yes, please.
In fact, it looks like someone was sitting up to make sandwiches.
Oh. If the house wasn't burning down right now, I would totally start making sandwiches.
In fact, there's like some sandwiches like already prepared and packed on the table.
Oh yeah, he's taking those.
Okay, go ahead and add your
stealing
inventory.
sandwiches.
Hey.
7 sandwiches and add that to your inventory.
I'm saving sandwiches.
No, you're stealing sandwiches.
I am saving them from the fire.
You can now confirm that the kitchen is clear. In fact, there doesn't even seem to be any fire in the kitchen. The kitchen seems to be a pretty safe place. You also checked the basement, and you found nothing except the 7 coins that you've added. 7 silver coins that are now somehow in your pocket.
Oh yeah.
What? Can I have that?
My money is now doubled.
Yeah, I know you rolled really poor on the money. You then find yourself on a kind of a weird patio system, and you don't see anything except this apparently an ornate knife that just also somehow ends up in your pocket.
Why does so much stuff ending up in your
It's
pocket?
a treasure.
I'm a magnet.
Yeah,
I'm a human
Jackie-
magnet of things. They just come to me.
I feel like we should send him into the burning ruins of the mansion and see how many like plates and cups he comes out with.
Yes!
Just my body's covered in like silverware.
By the way, you finally make your way to the basement, which you would think, from what you remember of like mansions, a possible panic room, or a place of shelter from anything else. You don't see any people, but you see a really odd thing. You see kind of like a little tiny stream heading out into a little hole, and part of the stream has a little tiny paddle system that's rotating with the stream.
Huh. That's a new
It's a
one.
death trap!
You also found some screws lying around, so add 3 screws to your inventory.
Why are you giving him random objects?
Because why not?
He'll need it later.
You never know when I'll need screws.
Okay.
One of those random
with
puzzle
that,
games.
Your investigation is complete.
He's picking up clues, okay?
No.
Also
no.
sandwiches.
You stole
You're
those sandwiches.
I
Stealing!
saved those sandwiches. They would have burned in the fire. That would have
You
eventually
stole
reached the
them.
house.
Okay, well you don't know that.
You're not
could've
gonna
tried
say he
to put
stole
out
them
the
when he feeds them to you because you're hungry.
I have cookies.
I still have like 1,000,000 pizza rolls.
I
So,
have cookies.
Nick has
Here's the thing,
cookies.
Rampage, is those pizza rolls are going to start to expire. Because there's
They
no
haven't expired
preservatives
yet.
in a medieval society.
Time for a picnic.
Da, da, da.
Rampage, cookies never go bad.
Really?
No.
Not really, no.
Cookies can go bad.
They make it hard, but they don't
So-
get bad.
Yeah. Well, the chocolate in them can also go. Woo, the sugar can go. Woo. I've had some bad cookies before. I have been taught the error in that thought process. Billy's turn.
Billy is like, what is... So I guess I go inside the house and...
I mean, Billy
You
goes.
see
to
Serzu eating sandwiches.
Okay. Billy finds a very oddly placed torch. He pulls on it and disappears into a secret network.
Okay, what does he see inside the secret network of super secret superness?
You see him come back out, and he has sandwiches.
So now Billy has sandwiches. What?
But he also seems to have picked up a special coin.
Is it worth 5,666 billion gold?
A scarf, and a very odd dagger, which he is guarded into his inventory. Okay.
I very much question how many sandwiches are actually in this house.
They were
since it's
secretly
burning.
preparing for the town picnic.
How many sandwiches did Billy have?
They were bringing sandwiches for the whole town.
7 sandwiches.
This house is on fire,
What?
by the way.
How many?
7.
Rampage also just goes into the house and see if anyone's there.
Go ahead and roll.
Up.
You follow the sound of whimpering, and you find a child trying to move some burning lumber, trapping a woman's leg.
Can I go and help?
Of course.
That one is just a leg.
You need to roll a strength check to move the lumber. Or
Oh no!
you can
This is
ask,
gonna go all
or you can wait one turn and have someone help you.
Roll it.
help us.
Dude, you got it.
Oh
20.
my gosh!
I got a 20.
So, with
I'm strong.
super power, you lift the whole thing with one hand, and with the other, you pull the woman and just pull her right out of it, and then you drop the heavy timber back down. And the floor cracks where the timber hit.
I find it funny I was the first person to get to the house, but the only person to not go inside.
And you hear the child go, "Mama, Mama!" And she just, like, hugs her mom very much.
Okay.
The woman appears to be in kind of a servant's clothing.
Alright.
Okay. With that said, let's move on to Nick.
Apparently Rampage has saved everybody, so...
There might be more sandwiches to get.
Hey,
Oh
Nick.
my god!
There's more than one burning house. You guys can go to the next one.
Hey, Nick, I want you to mention that he got, like, a perfect perception check.
Yeah, no, he rolled 2 natural 20s in a row.
Yeah. I'm like, okay,
Can I
fine.
have
You
your luck?
found the thing and you did the thing.
I did the thing with the thing and the thing.
I got there first. Was the only person not to go into the house.
Yeah. I
Yeah?
got sandwiches.
So, you know what? Screw it. If you guys are gonna be heroes, I'm just gonna go talk to the goblins.
There's 3 more houses. Oh no, 1 more house. Go get the new house.
That's really far away. Goblins are closer. Mr. B, you have to remember, I just spent 4 turns walking. I'd like to do something. But it actually doesn't matter, because Chris,
Did I get a
it's
weird
9:30.
coin?
Alright. Well, where do you want to go, Dick?
It doesn't matter. It's 9:30.
Well, I can move you, though.
Well, it can wait till next game.
Oof.
Where am I moving you to? Where's your house?
You guys, you broke Nick.
Dun, dun, dun!
Oh, wow, I think Nick actually left us. Alright, guys.
So Billy got a coin, sandwiches, and what else?
An ornate knife.
Sandwiches.
I got a sandwich, a knife, screws, and silver.
Before we quit the night, did you want to show the knife? Do you want the knife shown to the doctor?
Yes.
He's
yes,
far away.
Yes,
I
do.
will allow this transaction real quick, just so that we have like this.
Yes, I do. Yes, definitely. 100%.
Okay.
6,000 billion %.
Okay. So, Mr. B, can you roll me either a history or lore check of any kind?
We will see what we have there.
What does I have? Does I have an awesome knife that's I can everything with? Is it
Roll
stronger
1.
than a sword?
Please roll 1.
Lore.
Please roll a natural 20. Oh, come on!
Thankfully, this check wasn't actually hard.
Yay!
You know that this knife is a symbol of a assassin brotherhood.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And while this dagger isn't actually something that could hurt anyone, it's a decoration, you know what it represents behind it.
What does it represent?
The Assassin
do you,
Brotherhood.
Mr. Beason, do you actually tell me this?
The Assassin Brotherhood.
Well, no, that's not its name. It's just like it's I was describing it to you. It's called the Tracers. We'll call them the Tracers.
Super cool stuff.
I feel like Serzu is just about to find them and be like, "Oh, I'll join you guys."
Which you now kind of have a good idea why Billy took the knife. As an agent, he probably recognized it.
Yes, I did. I always knew what it was.
And
I just wanted to make sure.
He probably is really happy because he wants to report that to his boss. That this may be, in fact, a meeting place for that brotherhood.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, it's burning down now.
Yeah, they're gonna have to find a new place to meet.
And I've taken their sandwiches. Oh
They're
no.
gonna be quite displeased with you.
Hey, I just
if I
found
get
the
assassinated for
in a
taking
super
sandwiches.
secret room.
Well, here's the
That
thing.
I doubt even they know.
I want you to mention, like the thing is, were those special sandwiches?
I hope these aren't poison sandwiches.
Or were those sandwiches for the meeting?
Oh!
Either way, I feel like Serzu is not fully safe anymore.
He has been marked.
Marked for sandwiches. Anyway.
He's going to be traced.
Yes. He'll be
They will
traced.
find him wherever he goes.
Mwahaha! And then they will sneak attack him and kill him.
If you sneak attacks them first.
But by the way, Serzu, the reason I had you just have those items just end up in your inventory, I had you self-justify it that you didn't see the owners and it was burning down and those items might be destroyed anyway, so you were saving them.
No, he was stealing the sandwiches.
I mean, I said that anyway for the sandwiches. Like, I'm
Yeah.
saving the sandwiches.
That's
No,
why
you're
I didn't
stealing
like.
them.
That's
He's
why I just
definitely
allowed
saving
that.
them.
Now, normally, if you walk into someone's house and start stealing things, then there's punishments. But I see it's a burning house.
Yeah, but like it's burning down, so
Yeah.
saving sandwiches.
Thief! Thief!
He asked the little girl. She said she didn't want any of them.
Well, the thing is, they don't live in that house either, technically, because it's
He doesn't
it's
know
one of
that.
the servants. But he doesn't know about the little girl either, because he went and searched every other part of the house except where the little girl was,
Apparently.
And the mother.
or any of the room, the actual bedrooms or anything like that. Anyway, I think it's our stopping point. We've already lost Nick for the night.
Rest in peace, Nick!
Oh, you don't.
All right. Well, everyone.
With that
Have a
said,
good evening.
I guess we should ask what everyone's up to. So, let's start with Serzu. Serzu, what you been up to?
I'm taking an online summer class to
Yay!
make sure I get my degree.
The degree of
Mr.
awesomeness?
Green.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it is the degree of awesomeness. That was a good guess.
Yes.
I didn't know they gave those out.
Why, of course. What college doesn't?
I don't know. I thought paper, what do you call it? Degree mills might do that. Like, have a degree in awesomeness.
Yeah!
Kind of curious as to know the class you're taking for this degree of awesomeness. Is it the perfect hair?
What?
The hair gel
Perfect hair.
class.
Hair
It's
gel?
How to Be a Boss 101.
How to be a boss
Oh,
with 3 S's?
Yes.
with an X.
How to be a boss.
It has XX at the beginning and XX at the end, too.
Gosh.
Gotcha.
So what are your
Brilliant.
plans for the future, Serzu?
No idea.
Fair enough.
He's gonna be a boss.
Boss.
Rampage, what have you been up to?
Secrets.
Oh, okay,
Ooh,
we
no.
can talk
You'll
about it.
see next Sunday.
Okay.
What? Okay.
So what are your plans for the future?
Just gonna surprise you on Sunday, apparently.
Okay.
No clue.
So, I hear you're recording a great Mindfair series, and I think you live streamed
Yes.
an awesome episode where you got some awesome items.
Yes. Yes, yes. And if y'all haven't watched that episode, watch it now. It was the best episode ever.
Okay. So, Mr. B, what have you been up to?
Lots of work. Still need to find some folks who might be interested in building some Minecraft stuff.
What kind of Minecraft stuff? No one knows.
Oh, the Minecraft
mods and server plugins and that type of stuff.
and shenanigans.
Shenanigan Sam.
What are your future plans?
Take over the world? Maybe?
So after we finish taking over the world, we're looking at Mars.
Oh.
See what we can do there.
Side question. I heard you were. It is the summer again, I believe. So, were y'all planning on continuing that Champions project?
What?
There's some interest in that. The roleplay?
Yeah.
There's some interest. It's just gathering the troops.
Okay. Well, with that said, I think we've come to the end of our night. So, thanks for showing up, guys.
Goodbye.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Boy.
And as always, you're always loved. Well, Isaac actually said keep her going. I would do that, but like everyone else has like real lives and stuff like that. Thanks guys for joining, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, DK.